Hey, what's up, band kiddos? This is Slade again, coming at you with a Let's Play Vanilla Minecraft brought to you by Marching Band is Awesome. We're going to jump right into this episode 5 here, and this is brought to you by Marching Band is Awesome. You can find us over on Facebook and Instagram. Search for Marching Band is Awesome. And you can go to marchingbandisawesome.com and you can find out information about our mailing list there. Sign up for that, send out 1 or 2 emails every 3 or 4 weeks, and lots of cool updates about our t-shirt, hoodies, tank top designs for marching band, music, band-related stuff, and then also updates about our novel, which is coming along nicely and ready to get it in the hands of beta readers. So if that's something you're interested in, go to marchingbandisawesome.com, get on our mailing list, and we will be sending out details about beta readers soon. What is a beta reader? A beta reader is somebody that helps in the early stages of publishing. What it is we send out advanced copies before anybody else gets them, and you read through the story, give your feedback, and we just kind of put it in the hands of other folks just to make sure that the story makes sense and that we aren't making any huge errors. It's not really proofreading as much as it is story concept read through. So if that's something you would be interested in, let me know. And you can even comment in the comments here on YouTube. Right now I'm just grabbing some resources. And today's episode is all about saxophones. So we're going to talk about a little bit about the saxophone today. And I just want to say, as a trumpet player, I have never played saxophone, but I will say that if I had to choose another instrument outside of the brass family to start to learn, it would probably be a tenor sax. So you heard it here. Marching Band is Awesome. RK Slade would love to play a tenor saxophone. So if you got one just laying around, you want to send it to me, I'll take it. All right, so let's talk about the saxophone. The saxophone was invented by Adolph Sax, S-A-X, and obviously it's named after him. In 1846, he invented the first saxophone, and for years, a couple of years, he was playing around with combinations of some woodwind and some brass instruments, and he really wanted to make a woodwind instrument that projected like a brass instrument, and out came the saxophone. And so is really kind of a neat story. And so we actually use saxophone in all kinds of musical situations, whether it's band or jazz ensembles, orchestra at times, and of course marching band. And it's so versatile. It's a great instrument, and we love it. And so Adolph Sax was a pretty interesting fellow. He was from Belgium and based out of Brussels. And in the 1840s, he actually moved his operation to Paris. I think he wanted to be a little bit closer to the center of the musical world, which was definitely there in Paris for a time. And he basically got a patent for the saxophone, and the rest is history. We actually have this whole family of instruments now because of him. And so thanks, Adolph. We appreciate your contribution. And all the sax players in the world, they thank you. And so without further ado, let's talk about some saxophone jokes. Or, I guess better said, let's make fun of the saxophone section now. Woohoo! If you've listened long enough, if you've watched the show long enough, I guess is a better way to say that, you know that we are equal opportunity offenders, and so we like to pick on all the sections. And today it's the saxophone. All right, so got a few jokes for you today. What's the difference between a saxophone and a chainsaw? It's all in the grip. What's the difference between a lawnmower and a soprano sax? Well, you can tune the lawnmower, and the owner's neighbors don't mind if you don't return the sax when you borrow it. What's the difference between a bari sax and a lawnmower? Vibrato. Ooh. All right, one last joke. If you were out in the woods, who would you trust for directions? An in-tune tenor sax player, an out-of-tune tenor sax player, or Santa Claus? Well, obviously, you would choose the out-of-tune sax player because the other two were just hallucinations. Boom. All right, sorry about that, saxophones. But like I said, we love everybody here at Marching Band is Awesome. And oh, what the heck? Since there's a cow roaming around, we'll throw one more joke at you. This is a little bit more of a general music joke, and it goes a little something like this: what do you call a cow that plays saxophone? Or you could say any musical instrument, but we'll say saxophone today. What do you call a cow that plays a saxophone? Anybody? A musician. All right, that was a little punny. But anyways, okay, all right. So I said this a little bit earlier, but you can find us over on Facebook, Instagram. Search for Marching Band is Awesome, and we will be there. We actually are moving into the spring and summer. I know with high school especially, you guys are experiencing your prom weekends, and over on Instagram we had a few photo submissions that were band-related promposals, and so those were pretty cool. Let me know in the comments if you have a cool music-related promposal. And better yet, head on over to Instagram, marching_band_is_awesome, and shoot us a promposal pic that's music-related, and we'll feature it most likely. And we've got right around the corner, we've got finals coming up, and eventually it will be summertime. And you know what summer means around here. It means drum corps and band camp, two of our favorite things about the summer. So if you like witty, dry, straightforward, simple humor, then the Marching Band is Awesome. This is my Bandcamp tank top is perfect for you. You can find that at store.marchingbandisawesome.com. But enough of that. Let's talk a little bit about marching band. So, does your band do 8-5 step size or 6-5 step size, or anything else? Traditionally, bands are going to do either an 8-5 or a 6-5, and what that means is every 5 yards, when you go from yard line to yard line, you take 8 steps. So 8 steps for 5 yards or 6 steps for 5 yards. And the majority of my that's getting dark on me. The majority of my band experience was all about 8-5, unless we were, moving across the field at a quicker pace or something just for a, one set or something. But the majority of the time we were marching 8-5, especially in parade block. But anyways, 8-5 is a 22.5-inch step, and I actually learned a really cool drill that can help you work on your glide step for 8-5 or even 6-5. And we'll just stick with 8 for now, but it's called 8 and 8s. And what it is you get a cup of water, you hold a cup of water as if it were your instrument, and I'm gonna try and beat the nighttime here. I want to get this roof finished. But anyways, you take a cup of water, you hold it. Well, the cup of water should be almost full, as close to full as it can be. You mark time for 8 counts. That means to march right where you are. And then you march for 8 steps. And so you go 5 yards. Then you'll mark time for 8. And you'll go 5 more yards, 8 steps, so on. And so the goal is to do 10 sets of that. And so a set is mark time for 8 counts and then to march for 8 counts. So then you would repeat that 9 more times. And I hear monsters. I'm trying to get up here on the roof. I've committed to do this only in survival, so there will be no flying and no unlimited resources. But anyways, you can tell I'm kind of running around panicky. I hear the monsters. But anyways, we're going to wrap this episode up in just a little bit, about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. But so the goal of that 8 and 8 drill is to do 10 full sets of the 8 and 8 and not spill any water. If you're spilling water, your step's not smooth enough. You're not glide stepping or roll stepping. So you really want to work on that. And that's something that you could even take right now and begin to practice, especially if you're a rookie going into a marching band, you've never done it before. Get a couple of friends together and practice those 8 and 8s. You ever heard of that before? Shout out in the comments, let me know. If you've never heard of that before, it's a cool drill that you can use to work on your glide step. Yeah, I'm kind of goofing off right now, killing time, organizing my resources, grabbing a few things, chowing down, get my health back up, and I want to finish the roof, but I don't want this episode to be longer than it needs to be, so I maybe give it one more shot, see if I can get up there. I keep falling off. That's the bad thing about doing this at night, is if I fall off and there's a bunch of monsters. Yeah, so obviously there's a monster somewhere. Let's see where he's at. Can't go to sleep. Oh, there he is right out there. Got my handy shovel. Take this. Oh, what? You think marching band's not a sport? Let me show you what I think about that. Come on in here. Hey. Say it again. Say marching band isn't a sport. I dare you. Ooh. Do it. That's what I thought. Alright. Let's end this. Alright. Find us at marchingbandisawesome.com, over on Facebook, over on Instagram. Look us up, Marching Band is Awesome, and we'll be there. For now, keep on roll stepping, and I'll see you in the next episode.